from day one, ISC West 2025. I am joined by Ryan Schonfeld, co-founder and CEO of HiveWatch. Greetings.
Hey, good to see you.
Ryan, let's just jump right in. How does HiveWatch help security leaders scale and improve monitoring and response?
So I think as you think about global enterprise organizations that are looking at facilities around the world, integrating disparate systems together so that they have interoperability and connectivity between those systems. And you look at the number one thing that drives inefficiency in a security operations centers, and it's false alarms, alert fatigue. And so tying those systems together and then working on those false alarms through both our rules automation as well as our AI operator would be the two main ways that we're focused on driving efficiency at a time where budgets are at a premium.
Okay. What key innovations would you like our audience to know about at ISC West this year?
Yeah, our biggest recent announcement is the HiveWatch AI Operator that sits on top of the existing HiveWatch GSOC operating system and really uses your standard operating procedures to help automate kind of the mundane, repetitive tasks that the human operators typically have had to deal with. And we're talking about alarm volumes in the hundreds and thousands per day, and being able to look at those, analyze them, compare them against standard operating procedures, and determine, can it be resolved, does it need to be escalated to a human, and doing that with a high level of accuracy and at scale.
And how is AI Operator delivering more proactive intelligent security?
So with the high volume of false alarms and alert fatigue, a lot of times it's digging through a needle in a haystack to find the true event, right? You're looking at 99+% false alarm rates. Most of the operator's time is spent looking at false alarms, and so just trying to find that one actionable event and then dealing with it in a quick and accurate way.
So you would tell us that open architecture would be a differentiator for HiveWatch? How does the platform improve system interoperability for enterprises?
Yeah, so for organizations, many of which who have grown through mergers and acquisitions and have inherited systems that may not be part of their core platform, the ability to use HiveWatch to sit across all of those different systems, tie them together, and then apply that automation at scale. For example, the AI operator can process 1,000 alarms per minute for an organization, and doing that accurately across the globe is something that enables you to have maybe less people doing that, and maybe you're upskilling the people that you do have to take on more meaningful, more proactive things around risk intelligence, travel security, mass communications versus just sort of the repetitive alarm chasing tasks.
And what key trends will shape security operations in the next 12 to 18 months in your estimation?
Well, look, AI is the buzzword of the day, and we're all in on it. I think really looking at where AI is differentiated in the space is not just sprinkling some AI on top of video and calling it automation. I think one thing that's important is that AI has the context of data across the stack that security professionals are using, so that you get the context of not just video, but access control and what the guards are doing and risk intelligence and case management and incident management. And then you can truly have the situational awareness and context to make a decision without a person doing that manually. So I think looking at the commoditization of AI as you have more Anthropics and OpenAI releasing these models, and how organizations are working with them to bring them into the security space rather than the security space trying to beat them in building foundational AI. I don't think that will ever happen.
Okay, so let's pull back the lens just a little bit, maybe from a higher elevation. What are your hopes for AI in sort of the long term?
Well, I think in our space, AI has gotten a bad rap over the years. I think there's been a lot of stuff sold as AI that wasn't truly AI. I think a lot of our buyers are non-technical, so even just understanding what AI is, how it works, how it's applied in a program, what it means to deploy it as organizations come up with what their governance policies are around the use of AI. And really, like, my hope is that more companies build AI that is truthful and honest, but also that is deployable at scale, where you find different countries that have different regulations around AI. You have different, even in the US, there's no national standard for AI governance, and so trying to figure out ways that you can enable organizations to do stuff that they can actually use across the globe.
Ethical use and governance is going to be huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Ryan, thanks so much.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks.
Thank you.